Now moving on, for the first panel discussion of the day, it's an amazing topic that we have, changing the educational narrative, the power of AI and ML. I request the moderator, Dr. Dheeraj Mehrotra ji, who's the head trainings, Gents Education India, Lucknow, to join us on the stage. Can we have a huge round of applause for our wonderful panelists? Mr. Harish Choudhary, Principal, Singhania Educational Institute, Sitapur, to please join us. Ms. Roli Tripathi, Principal, Amity International School, Vrindavan, Yojna School. Mr. Kumar P. Saha, Founder and Managing Director, Senrysa Technologies Limited. You will see a wonderful stall, e-store. They are also representing partners for the event. I call upon, do we have Mr. Ganesh Saha, Deputy Director, the Aryan Institution International School, Varanasi here? Or Mr. Ankit Goyal, Vice President, Samagra. I think he was here, but he had to leave due to an urgent meeting. So, sir, we have a 4-member panel today. The time is 25 minutes. I hope that is okay for such an amazing topic.
Good morning, each one of you. We are here for some learning, of course, because these meets are just an exchange of ideas and a learning segment, I would say, an arena for all of us, we the educators, where we come to meet the vendors who are there across, who have been doing wonderful innovation in making our classroom learning and the whole school environment a wowful experience for our students. Well, today, we are here for discussing something which is actually a priority in our schools, artificial intelligence. Well, learning, as we know, has been redefined with the very inception of technology in a new phase. I am really excited to have a wonderful panel with me this morning. We have Mr. Harish Choudhary, the Principal, Singhania Educational Institute, Sitapur. Please give him a round of applause. We have Madam Roli Tripathi next to me, Principal, Amity International School, Vrindavan, Yojna, Lucknow. Welcome, ma'am. We have Mr. Kumar P. Saha, Founder and Managing Director, Senrysa Technologies Limited. Welcome, sir. So with these 3 gentlemen and a lady around, including me, of course, so that's how we count 3 gentlemen and a lady, I'm sure we shall have a little journey of learning with reflection to how and what and why about technology integration in the classroom, because we are so horrifying through the inception of integration that the children are excited, the teachers are excited, the parents are excited, and the management is open to contributing in some form or the other. Well, as we know, AI is no longer a futuristic concept. It is rapidly becoming a foundational tool that can personalize learning, reduce administrative burden, enhance assessment accuracy, and empower educators with meaningful insights. Yet, with this immense potential comes the challenges. Ethical consideration. I don't know what my output is going to be. I don't know whether the ChatGPT is giving me the right output or not, or whether it is wise to write this statement as a repartee to my conversation with the students, or of course, there can be any other ethical considerations, the readiness gap, and the need for continuous professional development from the side of heads of schools, from the side of the promoters of the schools. So our discussion today is not just about technology. It is about reshaping minds, rethinking pedagogies, and redesigning systems to build future-ready schools. As the gentleman talked about, homeschooling, probably, but it has not had a wider scope of acceptance. To the reasons I'm not known to. I look forward to an enriching conversation that will spark new ideas and actionable steps for our education ecosystem. So, I'm your moderator, Dr. Dheeraj Mehrotra, and I'm looking forward to posing the first question to my colleague next, Mr. Harish Choudhary. Well, Mr. Choudhary, your visit from Sitapur to Lucknow this morning comes with a little fragrance of learning desired by many. And hence, my question to you is, what immediate classroom level benefits do you believe AI can bring to teachers, especially in rural or semi-urban schooling environment? Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Dheeraj. When we talk about AI, and that too, he has specified the area, urban and the rural, semi-urban and the rural area. I guess there's a key solution that can inculcate right confidence among the educators, will infuse a right approach towards imparting education. Because what exactly happens, I've seen over the years now, almost 30 years in this very profession, the good brains, they migrate to the bigger town, looking out for a handsome salary and accordingly. So what happens that the brain that is left out in the rural areas, they have certain limitations. And now we have a solution for that limitation in the form of AI. The teacher has been equipped with all necessary, ingredient that he needs in to make his process of imparting education. That confidence helps him to strive for better or to equip himself in a better way. Then after, once he deals with the students, there is in these rural areas or these schools, the individual differences are there among the students. He's able to cater that individual differences in an efficient way, in a very less span of time. Otherwise, a teacher has to devote much more time for the purpose to just solve, to give an idealistic sort of, solution to the individual differences. Here, instantly, and less time, he can come up with the solutions. Then the linguistic issues are there with the rural areas. That has been taken care of through AI as well. And if I can add on, along with AI, the machine learning, that helps out. Then comes what the teachers generally we see that get engaged into different sort of concept, managing the institution. That also AI is helping out and assessment, how to ensure that the learning outcome is perfect. That's been taken care of as well through AI. And the most important, the specifications given by CBSE, the competency-based learning. That solution also instantly been provided, been equipped, from the teacher point of view, educator point of view. That's been taken care of by him as well. Experimental learning that we talk about. Those way outs, also educators, find through AI. So I guess, with a bit of, presence of mind, a proper training, proper exposure by we the leaders, we can ensure that the human resource that we have at our disposal as educators will be doing one excellent job. Not only in the rural or the semi-urban areas, even in the urban areas, I guess. So this is going to stay. And there is a fear as well. As a conclusion, I'll say that there is a fear as well among the educators that after some time they will be replaced by AI. No. It's going to help out. It's not going to replace. Human resource will stay on for long. Thank you.
Thank you. Very rightly said. And I'm sure we are going to be dwelling into that environment very soon with plugged in connect and the references what you counted, that it's not only the rural, the urban, it's everybody. Everybody has been impacted to the level of satisfaction, and they are in a habit now. Quality is existing, and we are able to match the wonderful takeaways through the inception of technology, particularly AI, in our lives. Like every morning I get an alarm from Siri as well as Alexa, and at 5 a.m. it beeps, and then I say, hey Siri, stop it. And it stops. So at least I'm able to communicate at that level. And whenever I'm asking, hey Siri, what's the time? I'm able to get the time, and it's like a communication, an offline individual who's there to support us, and that comes out as a habit. So now we have next speaker, Madam Roli Tripathi. Well, ma'am, how can school leaders balance the AI-driven efficiency with the emotional and the social needs of students in today's classrooms?
Very good morning to everybody present over here. Thank you, Dr. Dheeraj and Sir. We are all on the same page in understanding one thing, that AI, that is artificial intelligence, has made strong inroads in our lives. We are here to explore the arena called education, and we are here to contemplate very seriously on it, because everybody knows that education is the sector, field, arena that's going to determine the future. So in a way, we are here to explore the future. As I said, we all understand the impact of AI. It is effective, it is efficient, and we also cannot rule out the fact that it is transformative. So this word transformative should catch our attention, especially when we talk of education. As a school leader, I feel that yes, AI is around us, but the challenge before us is to coexist, make AI coexist with human intelligence. So HI and AI, the balance is the road ahead. AI can in a way support, it can in a way be there, but it cannot be the crutches on which we human beings learn to walk. And Dr. Choudhary also said rightfully that it can never, it should not ideally replace the human resource, the human intelligence. Now the question which I would want to address and explore here amongst you all is, how do we balance the social emotional learning of the children who are with us in an area where AI is driving efficiency? We know in most of the schools and all, we have content which is picked up from AI, helped by AI, instruction is supported by AI. We have ERPs, LMS, which also are dependent on AI in a big way. Then where and how are we going to attend to our children's social and emotional learning needs? I believe as a principal, we have to have very clear structures for this. In my school, I never compromise. It's a non-negotiable space when I talk of the circle time, when I talk of the morning assemblies, when I talk of the work X clubs, when I talk of the sports periods for my children, when I talk of performing and fine art zones for the children. Because as we have already heard, the Honorable Minister talking about it, our keynote speaker talking about it, Dr. Javed addressing it, skill development and mentoring a child to be a skillful learner has to be of paramount importance. If we create a learner who can adopt learning, is open to learning, can adapt to the skills presented to the child, we are making the future go in very secure hands. So, social emotional learning, that leads to emotional intelligence as well. And if I say what is social emotional learning, I just jotted it down so that everybody is on the same page without being confused. Social emotional learning basically means telling the children how to practice and how to learn to recognize their own emotions, how to build relationships and take responsible decisions. When I talk about all this, I talked about the spaces that as a school leader I need to create in order to strengthen emotional and social learning in my children. Then comes the teacher. Sir already said, a teacher's role is irreplaceable and we have to safeguard it. How? Make the teacher responsible for how learning is led in the class. Model the use of AI. I'm not saying the teacher should shy away from the use of AI. Model the use of AI with accountability, with responsibility, with ownership, and always let the children believe that AI is there to help and not to lead. If as leaders we are able to take care of these things, create children, nurture children, and preserve their young minds as creative, you can say dynamic, enterprising souls, there is no threat from any kind of intelligence, artificial, digital, or whatever. This is my take on the current equation without undermining the role of artificial intelligence around us.
Thank you. Thank you so very much. You touched actually all the segments as a school leader. I believe we need to enhance the abilities, the creative notion of our teachers first, because they have to be standalone learners with the help of AI, as I would rather call it technology, grooming them to unlearn what they've been practicing over the years, because we need to teach the children the way they want to learn rather than the way we know how to teach, because we have been teaching of yesteryears as learners, but now we need to reorient our teaching strategies, probably taking forward to the new capsules being answered not only by the WhatsApp groups, but also by the prompts they generate by themselves through the Meta AI or any other platforms. So thank you very much, ma'am, and I really fully attribute what you suggested. Now we move to Mr. Kumar Saha, the founder and managing director of Senrysa Technologies Limited, and I'm really impressed by your e-store. But before I ask you a question, I would rather get to know more about e-store. Is it educational store or electronic store or like a platform for all? So just a curiosity, sir.
So the E is the education.
Education, very good, very good,
So
very good.
and what we emphasize is to have anything and everything.
So I prefer if it is renamed as Edu Store. Probably it will enhance more business rather than e-store. Yeah,
So
Edu Store would be a better framework.
So we call it say direct to institution
Yes.
platform, so
Yeah.
which is more into the transaction
Excellent,
side.
excellent. Now let's come to the question. Thank you very much, and I did visit your platform there, and I'm really impressed by the way people are coming up with the wonderful products. So keeping that fact in view, what core technological infrastructure must schools invest in to integrate AI effectively and avoid future compatibility issues? Generally, we say that we are practicing AI, but parents can't see that. We charge fees or we invest heavily on AI, by training, by buying some apps, but they are not visible to the parents. So, your question, sir, please.
AI is a very close word for me because we are a tech company, deep tech company, and today we are working with two IITs on a joint collaboration on building a lot of products. In our company, we have got employees who are PhD in computer, AI and computer vision. So the fact of the matter is what we know about AI. So our life as a general public, AI is a ChatGPT, Gemini, right? So this is just a chatbot agent.
Yes.
If I give it a proper terminology, it's a chatbot agent. Very small part of AI. So first we have to understand, because when we talk of AI, mainly we use those either ChatGPT or Google or Microsoft, right? So one thing we have to understand, these bots are designed in such a way it will always be biased.
Okay.
Always be biased. They are never unbiased. It is designed that it will learn from how you interact. If you say this is right and he is wrong, I am right, he or she is wrong, and then you start asking, it will always give you 100 reasons why you are right and why she is wrong. The way you will interact, it will give you, so which is very, very risky for a small kid as well.
Yes.
So we have seen there was a case where, AI prompt have given
Wrong direction.
So
Wrong
that,
direction.
okay, if nothing is going right, better you die.
Yeah.
Right? So that is the flip side of the technology. So I think as an educator, as a parent, having two kids, one of 13 years and another is of 5 years, right? So what I also do in my home to tell him like why he is biased, how it is unbiased, give some instructions, okay, you do that, because only a human can solve those, AI can't solve. So we have to understand, we have to do our own research, because if you give any question, any task, they will use ChatGPT or other stuffs to complete the task. Give some question which AI can do. You try yourself to get some question which they will fail.
Very true.
So that will give them challenge to think. I think today's kids are so innovative, because I've seen one at my home, far innovative than what we think, what we have been. Like these generations are far ahead in terms of their maturity, the way they think about the society, about the environment. We never used to think that. Like they are hypersensitive. One of the greatest breed in the history of humankind, I would say the Gen Z are. Only thing that we have to see is how we shape them.
Very true.
Right? And when it comes to AI, right, it is, the technology is changing every day beyond our imagination. Right? 4 years back, no one have heard, hardly few people would have heard about ChatGPT. That is a common word today. And the way things are moving, we are saying it should not be replaced. In our organization, let me tell you, we used to have 200 developers. Right? Today still we have 200 developers. But the project that we are doing is 2x, 20x.
Very true. So,
and our productivity has to improve by 20x.
we are just getting short of time. So now, taking his words in view that AI is not a reality, as what ma'am said, it's the human intelligence which is more important. The aspect of Digi Yatra, when you pass through the gate and the gate recognizes you and the gate gets opened, no document checked, and you are given an entry to the airport. That's the live example of screen recognition, the face recognition AI application. Now looking forward, these streamlined queries, because the children have the classroom with curiosity as the priority design. Not only the curriculum, the curiosity is the new curriculum. The curiosity in the classroom. The teacher should be highly motivated to make the child think rather than just say, yes, I know or I don't know. And today, the teachers have a different ability to answer, because the children are questioning the answers of the teachers, not only answering the questions of the teachers. And for that segment, we need to understand that the new phase of learning is changed, because the teacher has to develop a new vocabulary. Whenever I go for training teachers on AI tools, I always tell them that please add to your vocabulary. Teachers should add to their vocabulary, because the words like good morning, how are you should be replaced by another option of saying, I tell them straight away, open your ChatGPT window and write 5 substitutes for saying good morning. And that's how you get that engagement meter from the children. Because if they say, oh wow, have a nice day children, I hope you guys are doing great today, instead of just saying good morning. So these vocabulary changes the mindset of the children. Today ma'am has used a different terminology. For example, we often say as teachers,
God bless you. So I told the teachers, please write 5 replacements for saying God bless you. And they get wonderful ideas to speak. So, and that changes the whole format, right? Because the teachers need to change with the march of time their vocabulary, and AI is going to help them. Similarly, we grade teachers by the terminology they use, their vocabulary. Still, we call teachers, we remember teachers by the words and the phrases they use, But this has to change. And for that segment, we have a limited but a fractioned approach to this learning. So now I'm open to questions from the audience. The time is up, but I just have 2 minutes. Any question from the audience regarding or anything, suggestion from your end? Please raise your hand, and our panelists would love to answer you. Anybody would like to raise hand and contribute something to this learning? Yes, sir.
Good morning here, everyone, and lovely watching all the 4 gentlemen and ma'am there. We are talking about the AI now, and what I am into it, that the role of AI is also changing day by day.
Very true. Very true.
It works on the data. For the last almost 8 months, I have taken a small break from after 9.5 years in Jaipur schools. And I have been into chatting with chat, GPT and AI, Gemini, all that. It's all about from the data that the AI gets into. Ma'am said that that human resource cannot be replaced. It's very true that it cannot be replaced. The only thing that I want to bring it here is to make the children aware about the do and don'ts of that.
Yes, the ethical computing. Very
Do
rightly
and don'ts of
Yes.
that. See, it's in the transformational part.
Yes.
AI is transforming. After COVID, the skill has done. The transformation has come into all the technological transformations there. But now the children need to be made aware in the classrooms about do
Very
and
true.
don'ts of the technology.
Very true.
If we are not doing it right now, we are losing our children.
Excellent.
And
Excellent.
children, they are they do not have the sense of making a difference between what is going on. So it's the teachers, it's the society that has to, and when we go for punishing out a child in the classroom that why you have done that,
Yeah.
he's very innocent. He do not know that, he never knew that what is wrong in doing.
Very true.
So instead of punishing them, if we make it do and don'ts to be very
Yes.
clear, that will help the child.
Thank you very much. And with today's discussion, I'm sure the education lies in strong human-machine collaboration, where technology enhances teaching and supports personalized learning. Let us continue to drive this narrative towards shaping learning environments and inspire excellence for every student. Thank you, dear panelists, and over to you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.